Now hear this. Late before the mast, all 8 o'clock reports. Dark and ship. The smoky lamp is out on all weather decks.
Hey guys, how's it going? Sorry, peoples, modelling community people. Whoop, better get that out of there. Naughty, it's lunchtime. I've noticed that everyone's, well, not everyone, but a few boys have actually been honouring servicemen in the States. And I actually get a mate of mine gets me this a naval newspaper. So I was reading this article and I thought, well, you know what? I want to do something similar. So I'll just show you this pit. There you go. This article is about this gentleman here, and yes, I've got a pointer now too, guys. This gentleman here was a gunner on HMAS Perth 1 from World War II, and he's been honoured by the Royal Australian Navy. So you'll have to forgive me because my reading is not the best, but we'll give it a go anyway. So, Perth Gunner honoured. Plaque was unveiled during a ceremony at HMAS Cerebus on September 14th in memory of the late David William Manning, survivor of the sinking of HMAS Perth 1 in 1942 during the Battle of Sunda Strait. The ceremony was attended by family and friends, including Mr. Manning's widow, Audrey. Commander Malcolm Wise, a former commanding officer of HMAS Perth 3, wrote of Mr. Manning, "Dave was like many of the Perth 1 survivors, of those people who seemed to extrude a quiet, calm and confidence about him as he went through life. He was a true gentleman, and on the few occasions I met him, he spoke of the events of 1942 and beyond as if they had happened yesterday, and with a clarity and gentleness that was hard to believe. Given both the time that had passed and the horrors involved, I do not know all the survivors were very fond of red lead. I do know that all the survivors were very fond of red lead, the cat, and they also played a lot of Chinese checkers in the POW camps. As Fred Skills, I hope I pronounced that correctly, tells the story, Fred was the champion, but I'm sure David would have had a view on that. Mr. Manning was 18 years old, able seaman gunner on board HMAS Perth 1. When the ship was lost during the Battle of Sunda Strait, along with the USS Houston in the early hours of March 4th, 1942. He had manned his gun against the Japanese strike group until the ammunition ran out, and he was blown into the sea when a fourth torpedo, fired from one of the many enemy ships in the battle, struck the Lender-class cruiser. I'd climbed over the guardrail and I had no recollection of an explosion or anything like that. I was corkscrewing in the water, Mr. Manning told the ABC in 2013. I was a non-swimmer, but I found myself in very close proximity to a floating net, which was a life-saving device from the ship, and it was pretty well full of people. Of a crew of 681 men, 324 survived, including Mr. Manning, but they were taken prisoners of war by the Japanese Imperial Force. Mr. Manning was forced to work on the Thai-Burma Railway and was one of only 218 of Perth's ship's company to return home at the end of the war. Commanding Officer Cerebus, Captain Michael Oborn, reflected on the big word, can't use it, something of the occasion. Sorry guys, told you I don't read too well. We are fortunate to have members of the Manning family here today to unveil a plaque dedicated to Mr. David William Manning. Captain Osborne said, "This is an important opportunity for us, the HMAS Cerebus personnel, to remember and honour the service of our forefathers in World War II, and particularly those who fought at sea in our ships." Before the ceremony, Mr. Manning's family were able to watch the graduation of the Navy's newest recruits in HMAS Division. After the unveiling, they took the opportunity to tour the Cerebus Museum, to which they donated some memorabilia. The new plaque is in the Sun Garden opposite Our Lady Star of the Sea Chapel. So yeah, that's just something that I thought I wanted to share with you guys. So yeah, cheers and thanks for putting up with the horrible narration. I should have practiced a little bit, but just wing it. While I got you, before I let you go, I've been telling people I've been working on something small. Well, here she is, and like I said, guys, she's small. It is HMAS Perth of the Charles F. Adams class. Now, I will tack another vid on, but you know what? This is where I'm up to at the moment. So I actually built this little lady quite a long time ago, and she got forgotten about and got broken, and I don't know if you can tell, you probably can't really, but that is the original prop shaft. That's one I had to scratch built, and yeah, it's, oops, sorry guys, there you go, you can probably tell there is a bit of size difference, but that is actually a sewing needle. So yeah, alright guys, well, I'll let you go. Cheers and thanks. Keep up with the vids, and keep remembering those that have given so much that we can never repay. Alright guys, see yous. Hey guys, how's it going? Just been going through some of the vids, and while I work on some little project, and when I say little, there's a tin of paint. There she is. So that is a very old Charles F. Adams class destroyer. Excuse me, I am on wibbly wobbly mode. What's it say there? Yeah, Charles F. Adams class destroyer. And yes, we actually had some of the old girls in Oz. This one's been done up as HMAS Perth, but I'm going to change it to my favourite greyhound, which was Brizzy. I was actually lucky enough to stay on her, and yeah, so oh yeah, cheers. Got the card dream styrene, got that one, cheers for that. But yeah, so that's where I'm at. I'm actually inside today, waiting for the boy to get up because he's in trouble and he's got chores and we got fencing to do, so that'll be fun. Alright guys, well, I'm just going to keep plodding away on this one, and yeah, again, sorry for the shakiness, but it was just a spur of the moment thing. Just thought I'll show you what I'm playing with. Alright, later guys.